Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Avedon, the Black Fortress. When we left off last time, we ran out of lockpicks. We were unsuccessful at finding the person we needed to find in the dungeons, and I checked off screen, can't get into Envoy Brasileus' chambers. I need a lockpick. So, let's mosey on off to the Kva and see what we... Ooh, who are we going to bring with us? Okay. So... I like Sevlin. We're going to give him a chance. To talk to a dragon. I'm worried that Natalie's not going to be as respectful as you need to be with the dragon. She might, I don't know, she's got a little bit of some, I don't know, she's slightly disdainful going on to me. She might get, I don't know, she seems like she might upset the dragon. So, Jeanette, I think? We'll give her a shot. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, here we are in the desert. Your body reforms next to a stone pylon. You spend a few minutes on your knees, hunched over and gagging, as you recover from the effects of being magically flung across Linnaeus. You hope that this gets less painful with experience. You doubt it. Eventually, you rise to your feet. The pylon is behind you, ready for use. So we can go home whenever we want. Use the pylon to rest and recover your vitality. You will then have the option to return to Avedon. Okay, sounds good. So, where's Goldcrag? Oh, I bet this is Goldcrag. You stumble out into the hot sun. After the cool and darkness of Avedon, the hot, dry air of the deserts of the Kva immediately start to wear you down. Sweat rolls down your face, and grit starts to work its way into your armor. The ground is arid and dusty. The only plant life visible nearby is in the form of huge thickets of cactus, bearing vicious thorns. The dragon Zethron picked a home truly inhospitable to humans. Well, but maybe it's ideal conditions for a dragon. When you emerge, someone shouts to you. A woman is waiting for you by the path to the north. Oh? Oh, up here, the question mark. Okay, well, we'll get there. I just want to... Oh, she's booking for us. All right. Temeria. A middle-aged woman of the Kva approaches you. The skin of her hands and face looks like dark leather, the result of many years out in the desert. She approaches you with great calm and confidence. Since you are a hand of Avedon, this level of fearlessness means that she's either a fool or a fellow servant of the Black Fortress. It is the latter. She nods to you. Welcome, hand. I am Temeria. Temeria. Watcher of the Pylon. I am here to guide you in whatever mission you are undertaking. I can provide precious information before you set out, and since so few have come from Avedon of late, I have plenty of time to spare. I could use information. How long have you been here, though? I have been stationed here for many a year. She looks around at the parched land and the vicious thickets of cactus. It is Redbeard's pleasure that I serve in my homeland. But do you want to serve in your homeland? Your phrasing sounds like perhaps you don't. She smiles wryly. Why would anyone choose to expend their short lives anywhere else? I may have been on the wrong end of a political disagreement before I was sent here, but I'm sure that was not involved. But this is where Redbeard sent me, and this is where I will serve. Well, alright, so he handily kept you way out of the way, huh? Are you from the Kva? I am. More pleasant part of it. Most of the Kva is not so arid. Some areas even have plants that aren't cacti. So, what do? You said people don't come through here very often. What do you do with all your spare time? I watch. I gather information. I carry messages directly from the dragons to Redbeard and back. It is the work of the eyes. Alright. So, I could use some information. She nods. I would be happy to help. What do you need to know? Well, let's start off with the town. She looks at the town to the northeast. That is Goldcrag, a small town out in the wilds of the desert. It would be of minimal importance to the Pact if it weren't for the fact that there are dragons nearby. There are pest problems, of course, mainly wretches. Okay, so why is it called Goldcrag? There used to be mines here. There's still a few out there, but most of them were played out before the Black Age. And how will they treat me? She laughs. They are good, loyal servants of the Pact. The leader there is Overseer Levent, and your main problem will be getting him to stop offering you assistance. Good and servile, as Redbeard likes it. And what's your thoughts on that, Alright, so about the dragons. They don't attack, if that is what you're wondering. This is where visitors stay and get food on the way to see Zethron and ask for help. Without those travelers, nobody would ever have heard of Goldcrag. Alright. Now, about the wretch problem. The wretch lands are to the west. It is one of the far lands where we allow wretches to live without interference. It is the one of the far... Okay, yeah. But they often emerge and cause trouble elsewhere, and then they must be dealt with. Usually it is soldiers that hunt them down. When someone begins to lead and organize and equip the wretches, however, Avedon must be involved. Okay, so on that note, I am looking for this trader named Tardum. Her eyebrows shoot up. Tardum, you are... interesting. Follow the road to the west. He lives on the river near Zethron-Zeri. I should not say more about him. He will speak for himself. You should say more about him. You should tell me all about him. It would really be helpful. Alright. How about some supplies? And you want them from me. I'm no quartermaster. You should travel into Goldcrag. Merchants there will give you a fair deal. They know how dangerous it would be to do otherwise. Yep, everyone's afraid of Avedon. Our character is so entitled. Can't I just take what I want? No, you can't just go into somebody's village and take what you want just because you work with Avedon. That's terrible. She shakes her head. It would be unwise. The job of Avedon is to make the pact more stable. Looting and theft will invite rebellion and thus anger Redbeard. So I would behave. Yeah, she's got the right of it here. I think that's all the questions. Yeah, that's all the questions. Alright. And, that's all. Thank you. So where do we want to go? Oh, her home is right over here, huh? This plot claims by Avedon. No outsiders allowed without permission. Alright. Let's have a look at her home. Alright, what do we got over here? Nothing too exciting. Candles. Might as well take them, right? Eh. I was hoping maybe... Oh, we got a book, though. I was hoping that maybe we could, like, grab one of these armor pieces, but no. I know, after she just told me don't loot things. This book is about Wretchlands. This entry's been added to your codex, so let's read it. Wretchlands. There are two sorts of humanoids residing in the remote areas of Linnaeus. There are the Titans, tall, strong, proud, and cunning, and the Wretches, who are in all ways the opposite. Wretches are small humanoids, 5 foot tall at the most, and all of it wiry muscle. They are usually simple, dirty creatures, content to breed, rapidly, eat, and spread into any unoccupied space they can reach. And, when anyone tries to dislodge them, they can grow very violent. Of course, Wretches are not evil. When you think about it, they're not that different from humans, except for stature and frequency of bathing. The Pact has never tried to eradicate them, only drive them out of its territory. Well, I mean, if they're going into other people's spaces and then they react violently if you try to reclaim your territory. Thus, the Wretchlands exist, a rocky, unpleasant southern peninsula which has been set aside as the refuge for these creatures. There they form tribes, grow scraggly crops, oh, they even grow crops and stuff, and form a much wilder version of the Wild Realm. They have a mind-boggling array of alliances and grudges, and they spend much of their time avoiding hungry dragons and wandering titans. So everybody craps on them, basically. But no force in the world can keep the Wretches in the Wretchlands. Small tribes of them are always slipping out, looking for fertile lands or spacious sewers to settle into, and can you really blame them? Wretches are too small and disorganized to ever pose a threat to the Pact, or at least that's what is generally believed. But should the Midlands Pact ever weaken, a flood of small, savage immigrants will be seen to follow. I don't know, I feel kind of bad for them. Like, they're people. They crop, they have alliances, enemies, you know. They're people, just shorter than normal. Not as cleanly as Avedon standards, but so what? And everyone just wants to corral them and round them up and throw them in a really inhospitable, kind of terrible land. They just want to live somewhere a little better. Alright, what else we got going on here? Where does this door go? Leather gloves? Anyone need leather gloves? Team? Yeah, you need some leather gloves. Alright, and then grab that candle. Pence, huh? Yeah. Exactly the same as I have. Who else needs pants? Oh, Seth, you don't have any pants on, man. Okay, let's actually adjust your equipment too while we're here. You have the iron breastplate, and that's going to be the best thing for you. Yeah, I think we're good. But you should put some... No, you've got better gloves on. I didn't notice them at first because they looked almost kind of gray, but they're not. So he's pretty good, although... Yeah, we looked at that before. But maybe Janelle wants some of this stuff, you know? Let's take a look. Take those. Okay. So, what do you got going on, Janelle? Basic jerkin, armor 15%. The robe is much worse. Let's give her that. It's better. She doesn't have a robe or cloak, so there we go. And she's got gloves. Alright, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. It'll do. And this looks like just maybe some more robes, but... No, it's nothing. Where's this door go? Lock. You need 25 lockpicks? What's she hiding back there? That's very intriguing. You know, if I'd put Natalie on my team, would that have reduced my lockpick needs? Maybe I should have had her. Okay, anyhow, let's look around. Well, if we go west here, then we're going to end up in the Wretchlands. They did specifically warn us about that. I just like to expand my map a bit. I just want to see what this says. Alright, Pact Free Road. Goldcrag to the east, Dragon's Area to the west. Oh, okay, so we're safe here. This isn't going to land us into the midst of wretches. Doesn't sound like. Okay, I hear the signs of town, so we've got to be close, right? Oh yeah, this is the town. There's a Goldcrag guard. Alright, can't get through here? So that's going to be the entrance to Goldcrag. Alright. Thought I saw something, but I did not. Okay. What's over here? A new arrival. Indeed. Let's just wander around her house. There we go. You enter the town of Goldcrag. It is not a large settlement. There are a meeting hall and barracks in the center of the town. You can see shops and an inn to the north, and a few quiet buildings to the south. Normally, in this remote, arid land, you would only find small clusters of nomads. However, the people who come out here to see the dragon and try to purchase its aid need a place to sleep and get supplies for the journey back. When you enter, the few people out in the hot sun nearby look very nervous. The presence of a Hand of Abaddon always causes fear. Everyone wonders what they've done wrong recently and how much you know about it. And Abaddon does all it can to encourage that paranoia. So, yeah, we roll through terror. Kind of doesn't sit especially well for me, but considering all of the nations would be at each other's throats otherwise, you know, maybe it's a necessary thing. Is it better to have a group of people that everyone's terrified of double-crossing, but that it keeps them all in line, than to have just non-stop wars? Probably. Alright, what do we got going on here? Not a whole lot. Is this manacles on this table? That looks an awful lot like it. Yep, sure is. Shackles. Oh, what do we got here? A whip. Bandages I'll take. Can I go in here? Nope. Or here. Well, bummer. Okay, so this looks like a torture chamber or jail. and I'm not accomplishing anything with it at the moment. Very well, moving on. Any useful trash here? No. Alright, what do we got here? Silo, keep out. Why? What are you hiding in there? Okay, bolt cloth. Bag of meal, not exciting thus far. Ooh, what's... Some creatures burrow out from beneath the pile of sacks. I want to see what this shiny thing is about. Alright, creatures. Huge spider. Alright. Sav, just like... Wait a second, hang on. Alright, now it's Sav's turn. He can hang out like here. Or here. That's fine. Can you get all the way there? I can get there. He possibly shouldn't. Oh man. Yeah, that was really bad planning. Okay. There we go. And see if I can reach that one. Yeah. Alright, this will be okay. Hooray! Good job, team. Now, what is this? Disarm trap. You are able to tell that it has a trap, but your lockpicking skills aren't high enough to disarm it. Use the trap again to trigger it. That seems like maybe a bad idea. So, wait, is there something really good in here, though? Okay, so not me. How do I skip my turn? It told me before and I don't remember. Yes, end the turn. Okay, Wolf, go get it. Oop, oop, no, 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 not me. Yeah, I want to end the turn. Service to Avedon is a true honor, and the rewards are great. Wealth, power, sometimes even fame. But there is a downside as well, the risk of ending up in the crypts deep below the Black Fortress. Alas, your journey in Avedon's service has come to an end. Redbeard and his servants will have to fight the conspiracy against the Pack without your help. But don't give up. Perhaps knowing what you know now, you can prevail against your foes. Rise and fight again in the service of Avedon. Well, that went poorly. Alright, let me meet you back there in the silo, and this time we will not mess with the trap. So, I was on my way back to the silo, and this dialogue popped up. This guy came booking at me, much like our gal just did. So, Overseer Levent. We needed to talk to him, or it could be Levent or something, but I'm just going to call him Levent, because whatever. That's how I feel like saying it. You were approached by an elderly man of the Kabah. His robes are long, brightly colored, and immaculate, though they are rapidly picking up dust from the road. He must not come outside much. For you, however, he made an exception. He greets you with a broad, fake smile. An envoy from Avedon, Hand, if I guess correctly. We are most honored and pleased to meet you in our humble town. I am Overseer Levent, and I wanted to greet you personally here before the stone. Yeah? Welcome to Goldcrag. Anything we can do for you, we will. Sweat begins to bead on his forehead. He glances briefly at the city hall, clearly eager to return to its shelter. Well, sorry, buddy, but I'm going to ask you a million questions. So, you're an overseer, huh? He nods and brushes some dust off his sleeve. It is the title of one who leads a village or small town. I was appointed to direct affairs and to make judgments of law. I am interpreter of the Stone Code, both master and servant. How long will you stay here? Until my masters think my services are better used elsewhere. Or until I draw the anger of Avedon or Hanvar's council. Or until I myself break the laws of the Stone Code and must be removed. Why is it a thought in your mind that you would break the laws of the Stone Code? It never occurs to me like, oh, I'll be living my life doing what I do, until I break a law and then go to jail or something. It's an odd thing to say. So how'd you come to be overseer? I was chosen by our king and approved by his council. It was a true honor. So you're a judge? Yes, I have memorized all of the code, both the words on the stones and the expanded version in the scrolls in this hall. I pass judgment and declare punishments. You may have seen the stocks in the place of execution. Yeah, I did. Yep. The law is harsh, but it is fixed. All know what is expected of them, even me. Then why is there a concern that you're going to someday break the law? Your laws are savage. You would be better served to decide cases for yourself. I can't... Yeah, I haven't really seen enough of his laws to say. You know, I can't say. If the law is very clear, and everyone knows what's expected of them, I think there's still probably cases that would have extenuating circumstances. I don't know how they handle those. It sounds like perhaps they don't really make much exception for them. And I don't really like that, but I also understand that sometimes it's not really... I don't know. Well, it's the external question with civilization, isn't it? You know? What laws are gonna... Life is not black and white. It's all about gray. But to make laws, there have to be some things that you pretend as if there is a black and white, or you pretend as if there is a line. You know, for example, one thing, age of consent laws. I know people get all fired up about those, and they talk about different people should be able to make their own decisions in different levels of maturity at differing ages, and blah, 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 blah. But for the law to function, we have to pretend that there's like one magic age that is the age at which someone can suddenly decide. And so, trying to be as fairly as possible, laws are made, you know, that pick what the age is. And if someone's under the age of consent, well, then it's illegal. If they're over the age of consent, okay, you're fine. And I don't know, that's one that I feel strongly like, hey, age of consent laws are very important. Just don't mess with anyone under the age of consent. But I know some people talk about, I don't know, like, there's always the situation of, like, the boyfriend who's 1 year older, so he's technically above the age, and the girlfriend's a year younger, and then he's on, like, the sex offender list forever because of things like that. And obviously stuff like that is problematic, but also at the same time, I think most kids are going to be protected by having those laws in place, those age of consent laws, than would be if we, I don't know, decided to, like, scrap it or something and trust people to make their own decisions. And that's just one, I mean, there's all kinds of different, there's lots of different laws that you have to act as if there's, like, some magic line in the sand that if people cross it, well, then they've broken a law, or then it's immoral and illegal, whatever. And frequently it's not the case. Lots of shades of gray, but law can't necessarily function by having moving boundaries, you know. You gotta pretend like there's a line. So I can understand that. I don't know how strict their lines are drawn here and if I agree with them or not, though. So, a diplomatic response. Hey, I don't feel comfortable making a judgment till I know more. I hope you will become more familiar with them. When you are in our lands, you should obey them, even though you serve Abaddon. That's fair. Actually, he made a really good point, and personally, I feel a little bit embarrassed. I just went to this whole other country, and I don't really know their laws. Like, that's really irresponsible traveling. But what else would you like to know? Can you tell me about Goldcrag? A modest town, as you can see, in a harsh part of the Kva. We have little land that can be farmed, and yet, thanks to the dragons, we have value for the Pact and for travelers, and thus, honor has been given to us. Alright, how many dragons are near here? One, currently. Zethran. Sometimes there are more. They move around. They come here when they have the urge to grow their hordes, so that the sages and leaders of the Pact can bribe them. Alright, and what honor have you received? Because of our increasing wealth and the attention Abaddon has given us, the leaders of the Kva have bestowed upon us our own copy of the Stone Code. It is just outside the city hall. This marks us as a town of importance and prestige. Small villages are not so honored. And you don't fear the dragon? I mean, I don't think they really have reason to fear. It sounds like the dragons are willing to work with people. People deliberately seek out the dragons to try and get their help. We do not. Goldcrag is part of the Pact. If the dragons attacked us, they would attack all of the Pact. They're not foolish enough to want war. However, it was not always thus. Once the dragons hunted at will. These are better days. Alright, another question. So, tell me about Zethran. He nods. I've heard that the mighty dragon is dissatisfied. Wretches, yes? Such pests. We've had increased difficulties with them lately. Oh, well. Why haven't you done more to rid yourself of them? That is an awful assumption-making statement. They probably have done what they can to get rid of them, I would imagine. I'm sure the problem will be solved soon. No. What can I do to help? For a moment, Levent's smile seems genuine. We have asked, and Avedon has provided. We are most grateful. What else would you like to know about? Okay, when he first said that, I thought he meant Avedon has provided in the form of me offering to help, but then he's not elaborating, so I guess not. Huh, I was kind of hoping that would be a quest. I require assistance, maybe. He nods, but he's slightly nervous. Of course, Avedon may request whatever it wishes. What do you need? I don't feel comfortable asking you for soldiers to help me hunt wretches, because the point of me being here is to do it myself, and you need soldiers to protect the town. I also don't want to say I need supplies, because I'm worried that he's going to think I'm just demanding supplies. So how about some information? I could tell you much, but you would be better served by speaking to Aitmeria, near where you arrived. She knows all I do, and more. Oh, well, I talked to her. Well, crap, I guess I do need supplies, because it's not giving me an option. Well, you know what? There we go. I don't even want to ask him about supplies. Because what if the game is giving me, like, a choice to be a kind of crappy, exploitative sort of hand? Where, like, give me supplies, and I don't want to do that. Alright, so... Oh, good gravy. What is that? Some kind of, like, desert bird or something? Okay, this is the silo. I almost want to go in just to get to the experience, fighting the little critters. Another time. We don't have to do it right now. Let's keep looking around town. Some guards. Oh, from here you can see the fields east of Goldcrag. There is a small oasis, and nearby a few patches of arable land. There are enough crops grown here to feed a small village, though Goldcrag is large enough to need to bring a lot of food from outside. The thickets of cacti are constantly growing, and the town must wage constant war to hack them back. The smell of burning cactus is constant. The smoke makes your skin itch and your eyes water. Lovely. So, where's this go? Oh, it is kind of going somewhere. It says bone pile. Trash and bones. Oh, there's something over here. Huge rat. We've fought huge rats before. We can handle it. Alright, huge rat. Prepare yourself. Ooh. Ooh, look at all these goodies. Okay, so, take those coins first. Who needs a belt? I think Janelle needs a belt. And some chain mail boots. That sounds like you for now, Sev. The rock and the trash can stay. Alright. Not bad, not bad. Okay, let's do this. How far can he... Oop! There we go. Alright, what's over here? Oh, there's more rats. That is not where I meant to click her. Get over here. Like, try to get near that rat if you can. Sev! You gotta do better than that. You're beset by rats. And Wolf, you need to do better than that, too. You should have finished that thing. It criticaled for one. There we go. That's a little better. What is that? Giant lizard that looks a lot like a wolf. I should have finished off this rat. Whatever. Okay. Oh man, the sound that thing makes. This rat has had enough. Yeah, you shouldn't have tangled with me, huh, rat? Alright, not so... Oh, there's still more. Alright, guys, we gotta get in there. lizard, too. Guys, there we are. Okay, is that everything yet? Alright, let's end combat for a minute. Gather up. Well, this one's not as exciting as the other one, but that's alright. Let's see. Do we care about this shield on the ground? Buckler of Agility. Yes, we really do care about that. Okay, what do I have? Also a Buckler of Agility. Or no, this is a Buckler of Agility is what I'm using if I paid attention. That's just an iron shield. But Seth could probably use it, right? Yeah, you got a slot for a shield. It's open. Go for it. Now then. Fine Cloak. He just has a basic cloak. Let's make sure. Yeah, I got a fine cloak. So, armor 3%. Yeah, let's give him a better cloak. There you go. It's much more knightly anyhow. Anything good over here? Just standard. What about this gloriously huge trash pile? Let's just root through all the garbage. Nothing? Really? Bummer. Okay, were there any other nests around here? Because that would be great. Not thus far. Let's get a little closer. Hey rats, any more of you out here? Let's just clear up this spot. Oh wow, those rats were... When will they help us? Oh! Shh, it's the hands. Let's talk to her. Don't be afraid. There are several farmers working in the fields, trying to bring a meager amount of food out of the harsh soil. If it wasn't for the nearby oasis, there would be no hope. They are hardy people of the southern Kwa. The heat hardly seems to affect them. However, your presence makes them very nervous. They don't want to talk to you. Alright. I can't hold it against you. I mean, I totally understand. Yeah, just Beal. Farmer. Okay, just wanted to make sure she didn't have, like, a proper name. Broken clay. Wow. Okay, what do we got over here? Wait, what happened? What are we? We're in combat for... Oh, I see. Okay, well... I do like having, like, a whole pack to attack with. That's pretty great. Better. Great. Ooh. Oh, awesome! It's a whole other place. Okay. You know, and I haven't really checked out Goldcrag and gotten supplies or done any of the things I should have done. But I want to check this out. So, real quick, let's just, oh, well, end combat. There we go. And let's save. So, this can be save 8. Oh. Auto save, empty, quick save, F3. That's what I need to do. I kind of don't even want to get in the habit though, because I'm playing other games at the time, and quick save is F5, and I don't want to hit the wrong button at a key point. Maybe I can rebind the... Oh, what is this? Okay, well there's a limb. It's still damp and twitching slightly. Yeah, ew. That is... We're not... I don't think we need to pick that up. Iron javelin. Leather cap. Okay, my hat's better than that. Sav, you don't even have a hat on. Alright, we're gonna give it to him, because he's our tank. And leather shoes. Janelle doesn't have any shoes on. There we go. Alright, what about this pile? Any goods over here? Just a lot more severed limbs. Yeah, this is a really wonderful place to be. I should probably get out of here. Gotta look around. What's this? Ooh, okay. Vapor rat. Is this going to turn out to be like a gigantic room? Okay, no, it's not that big thus far. Alright, rats, let's do this. Oh, I need to resummon my wolves. Oh. Sorry, You're next, Seth? Really? Alright. Go for it. Also... Hang on, can I do this right now? Ooh, I can. So, what do we want for him? Level 3, we've got 1 point. I think, okay, I like the idea of strength, but really I think we need to endurance him. Because he's acting as tank, right? That's the position I like him in, so. Now then. Ooh, 2 over here. Savage Blow, which I haven't used at all. Increases resistance to magical damage. Alright. Let out a roar. That's a pretty important thing for a tank to have. It's basically provoke. Melee attacks do more damage and are more likely to hit. But we can heal damage. War Curse. And archery. I think a little more shield. And you know what? If we just get it 1 more, then it'll be at level 3, and we get the 4% per level chance to parry. Yeah, there we go. Now, Janelle, what have you got going on? 2 points to spend. Missile attacks hit more often and do more damage. Yeah, I think that's what we want. And then intelligence is magical attacks hit more often, but we're mostly just focusing on the wolves, so there we go. Huh, okay. Anyhow, over here, 4 points to spend. Healing chant is probably good, so call wolf. Call salamander. Increases all magical damage. Do I want to try to get up to that call salamander? Because that'd be pretty cool. Or I could focus on making her wolf better. A rain of poison mist. Alright. And just plain hardiness. That's probably good. Beast focus. Adds 1 level. So higher level wolf. Yeah, let's do some of that. Alright. Although, we summoned this wolf before we gave her that level, so it might not impact it. Whatever. Okay, to battle! Oh, that's not good. Weakness curse. These are some kind of tough rats, huh? Good gravy. Oh, and there's more. Shoot. Yeah, it might be a bad idea to be down here. We might want to run away. I should also consider healing him, but... Okay. Who's active right now? a wolf. Yeah, we haven't even killed one rat yet. Guys, I think we gotta strongly consider running away. That didn't help nearly as much as it needed to. I kind of really just want to kill one rat, though. I know that's complete foolishness, but... Yay! Okay, we gotta... we really need to run away, so... Combat will just immediately restart. Try and run. Can't move in a combat round after... Okay. Well, what's he supposed to do? Uh-huh. So I just give up on him? Okay, wolves, you gotta stay behind and try to protect Sevlin. Well, that one just died. Sev, you gotta get out of here. Crap. Yeah. Oh, the wolf I needed. Shoot, I meant to leave the wolf, like, right here. Okay, just... your turn's done. How did I get in here? Over here at the ladder. That's where we need to go. As close to the ladder as we can get. I think he's just gonna die. Sorry, Sevlin. Run for it, ladies. Yeah, he's not really getting out of here. His turn's done. Oh, we didn't die. Okay. I thought we were going to. That didn't go very well. Okay, so I'm very interested in this door, but I also think I really need to leave it alone for now. Maybe we'll come back to that later. Oh, we can end combat. That's fine. Are you ready to leave this region? Not quite. What's over there, though? That's interesting. Okay, we'll leave it alone for now. Still not done looking around town yet. Ooh, Janelle looks more comfortable out in the fields. I'm not fond of towns, even small ones like Goldcrag. These drylands remind me of home. Except for the cacti, I suppose. Well, it's kind of nice to learn a little more about our team. Oh, hey there, cow. I wouldn't have thought they'd have enough grass and such to keep cows. Although I suppose if they're bringing in feed for them, that would do. Ooh, what do we got here? Animal skin can be sold. Okay, so that's going to go to another region. Where's the upper bound of this region? You hear a rustling sound in the cacti to the north, followed by a hissing. One of the nearby farmers instantly recognizes the sound. Lizards, run! As she turns to flee, several huge lizards start to emerge from the thicket. If nothing is done, they might cause some serious injuries, or worse. Alright, we can take out some lizards. Encumbered. Alright, what's going on with this encumbrance, Sev? What is the problem here? Okay, whatever. We'll sort it out. So first things first is we want some wolves. And just like wait here. No, we'll put them here. That'll do. Oh, it looks more lizardy here. Okay, okay, yeah, they do. They do from this angle look more like lizards. Well, then go attack this one. Good job, wolf. No, end your turn. Now. There. This one's terrified. He knows his days are numbered. Okay, whose turn is it? Oh, whatever, just... There we go. Now. Oh, it's so close to dead. Well, let's have finish it off. Sevlin! There. That means he's wearing too much armor, doesn't it? Too much weight. He's not strong enough for it. Alright. We all good? Is there more of them? No quest reward, huh? Well, that's alright. What's up here, though? Somebody's nest. Oh, lockpick. And a gold bar. Oh, that was... Okay, that nest was totally worth it. Alright, so there's the quest reward. Excellent. What a thing to have to live with. If you're out here and living in Gold Crag and you've got those raucous birds in the background. Oh, jeez Louise. That would wear on you. This is a gigantic junk pile. Nothing better further in, huh? Okay. No. Okay, so that's the upper bound. Just a standard farmer. Watch the thickets. Will do. Thanks for the heads up. What do we got over here? Looks interesting. Hold up, hold up. What are you doing here? The presence of a hand in her kitchen makes this woman very upset. Avedon or no Avedon, she makes it very clear that people breaking into her home and poking about are most unwelcome. Okay, apologies. I will then head right out. I've no wish to upset the townsfolk. Alright, so we're kind of back in town. And let's look at the big map. Tab. There we go. Alright, so I haven't really been through any of the middle of town. Which makes sense, because I've been purposely kind of checking out the edges. I just wanted to get a feel for how big it is. It's kind of big. The area to go over. What's this over here? Interesting. Scroll of lightning. Well. Okay, and that's as far as we get there. So it looks like maybe going to town here. This courtyard has several sets of stocks set here to punish those who run afoul of the stone code. 2 of them are occupied, and what little rotten fruit the village can spare has been used to pelt them. It's pretty horrible. Fines in the stocks are only 2 of the possible punishments called for by the stone code. Shunning, branding, amputation, and execution are also covered. Sevelin nods approvingly. A good place for punishment. But note the buckets of water to ensure nobody dies of the heat or thirst. Harsh, but just. Seeing the people bound like that makes Janelle shiver in horror. Okay, so this is totally not Janelle's kind of place. But, I don't know, I might be with Sevelin. I mean, it seems harsh, yeah, but it's harsh land. You're beset by wretches and such. In fear of Avedon, you don't really want to get on the wrong side of the law, so, well, I mean, I don't know. As long as they're fair, and like you pointed out, they got the bucket of water. Nobody's gonna... Ooh, are these pears? Yep, they sure are. I will take the pears, sure. Okay. Well, I think we've got some things to check out here. I'm going to go ahead and wind the episode down here. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back and next time we'll start taking a look at Gold Crag proper. I didn't realize it was going to be so big just going along the edges, but yeah. So we went through all of this. Yep, looking good. Okay, so then we'll work out all of this stuff in the middle here. And then depending on how long that takes, maybe where do we want to go? Maybe when we're better equipped we'll go check those caves out again? I don't know, those creatures are kind of tough. We'll see.